Everyone, good evening.
Good evening.
So we have Ashwin, then Sudeep, Srijit.
Mhm.
Maybe it's I don't know why people were asking for this and they have not joined.
Yeah, it's okay, man. It's just interactive, just session. Let's wait for a couple of more minutes and then we can get started.
Yeah, yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So how is your preparation, Yogesh?
Oh, I mean, NLP, actually, one of my group member is working on. He's almost like 90% done. He was stuck, we discussed. So for that stuck scenario, I already shared him the fix. So probably this weekend we will close it up, this one, NLP.
Okay. So what about the DL and all studies? It's
Oh, DL, no, actually, I have a plan to study the DL this week. But NLP, because of yesterday's quiz, I was going through the lectures. And the third lecture with that embeddings, right? I had to go through two, three times to understand the concept.
uh,
Yeah, but so this plan is like NLP and DL. I'm planning to give more stress.
if you can take some sessions from this DL, no, it would be nice, right? So I think
DL, if I understand, I can take. Maybe I will let you know if I will let you know.
this actually I know this forward and backward propagation, but there is a, in the backward propagation there is some partial derivative, no? So actually, this
Mm-hmm.
Praveen has already taken the session, but it's now almost like 1 month. I need to
Mm-hmm.
revise it otherwise. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not a difficult one. It was easy. We have the question papers, so
yeah,
we were answering the question actually last month.
yeah. Maybe I think someone who is more, comfortable, we can ask that person to take a session that way, I guess. For me, I have to spend more time to understand. But yes, I will let you know if I'm in that position, right? If I understood. I haven't gone through all the lectures yet. I'm just still like first couple of lectures only.
No, actually, the thing is, I can take you through the question number one, two, and three, and in the
Mhm.
after the third question B part, we have some partial derivative. So in this
Mhm.
part only, I'm little bit confused that everything else, algorithm, everything else is okay. So if I take you
Mhm.
through all this, I've already done. We have already done the sessions actually. So once again, we can do that. And
Okay,
when you
okay.
look at that, immediately you will catch what is going on. Actually, I don't have the basics, so those who have the
Mhm.
basics, they are easy. They find it easy that time. When I tell him that this is the thing happening, and then they can easily work it out.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe
Yeah.
like tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we'll be having a session on. You are available tomorrow or what? Daytime? I mean,
To
9 o'clock or 8 o'clock or something.
tomorrow, I'm available like similarly this time, where we can discuss about the Hadoop setup. I don't know about the BDS webinar. Last webinar, I think happened this week or last week. And I think they were supposed to explain about the Hadoop setup and all. I haven't gone through that. But yes, I can help to set up Hadoop on our local machine on the Ubuntu. Yeah. Even though it's a Windows machine, yeah. I will, and also I will share the document that I prepared, the commands that will help to set up. Probably we can take it up tomorrow. I think we can get started before it's late for other guys. What do you think, Manoj?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Let's start. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So guys, first of all, thank you for joining. And I'm not that much expert, okay, but I was thinking about BDS, but Manoj also mentioned let's take NLP. So whatever my understanding or how much I understood and the progress we made, based on that, I will share my view. But in case if anybody has also any other views or any thoughts, yeah, let's make it interactive and see how can we go further on this assignment part. So let me share my screen. Let me know once you are able to see my screen.
Yes, we are able to see.
Yeah. Okay. See, I mean, so first one observation that I have seen these assignments, right? Even DL, whatever they are asking here, right, to perform these steps, right? Everything they have done, and it is all the notebooks, they are all available in our lab. Many of, I mean, many of you are aware of that. But if you can go to our my virtual labs, right? Log in with SSO. And if you go there and see the subject wise in under resources, like say now we are talking about NLP, right? Let's check there. So they have a folder for each session, and under that, a notebook is there. I mean, I have already downloaded. So pre-processing. So this is the notebook. So similarly, DL also they have, but now focusing on NLP. So whatever they are asking here, right, in the assignment part, they are already doing the similar steps, and also they are providing some sample notebooks. So what I believe is 90% we can reuse them actually. It will be just minor some changes we have to make, but most of it you can get all the required things from this practice notebooks. So example, if I have to see, right, so they are talking about pre-processing, right? So whatever pre-processing we have to do on the text data, right? Like removing punctuation, numbers, special characters, everything, stop words, and then the stemming and lemmatization. So they have all done here. The code also it's available, right? So what libraries we need? They have just taken an example, a statement, but instead we have to refer the data set that they have provided. But yes, the logic and the commands are very well available here, and that's how also we started. So example, if you see here, for a given statement, after importing the required libraries, so we are tokenizing actually, right? Like also we are checking the different sentences with this send tokenize, and then what, we are also extracting different words, just the basic stuff. This is a part of pre-processing, right? But again, you can also do some other pre-processing steps also, like we do in our other ML assignment, right? Like if you see any duplicate or any record is not having a right value, so those general pre-processing steps you can do, and accordingly, once you come further, and then you can also get this, sentences from the given text. So split them into sentences as well as words. So in this case now, if you see this example, right, this is a one full text with three sentences, and each sentence has some words, right? So with this kind of methods they have provided, we can very well get all the sentences as well as the word split here. And then uh, after this, removing the punctuation, right? And this is the same thing if you see as a pre-processing, right? Perform the pre-processing steps like removing punctuations, correct? Now, how will you do the punctuation removal? Yes, you can use the same thing here. So you can, once you have the words from the your input data. Now input data, see here, the source would be the our CSV file they have provided. So here the, you might have got a link, right? There is a CSV file. So that CSV file we have to use. Now it has multiple records, right? So for each record, we have to split it into sentences or words, correct? And that way, we have to apply these functions like a punctuation. So once for each record, now let's say for you have a data frame, and you are for each one, you are splitting that data, okay, into word. This is a list actually. And then for each word, you see if that word is a punctuation. If it is there, just exclude that. So now at the end, what you have is just words without any punctuation marks. That's how you can achieve that. But before this, you start this. No, what I would recommend, based on what we did, when you read the CSV file, you can split into test and train. Like generally we do 80%, 20%, right? Then that way. And then whatever we have this 80% trained data, now you can perform these steps then, like removal of the punctuations. And also, if you see, next step is stop words, right? So for this, you can just import this library and then English stop words library there. And whatever stop words are there, if any of these stop words are in your text, right? Now you are processing your input text for each row. If there is any, you will just with this you will just ignore them. But the code which you can use is completely available in the test notebooks. Even you don't have to search in the net also. So my first advice would be, first go through these notebooks. There are almost, if I have it downloaded, so they have one for pre-processing. Then there is one more like how you will tag it, how each sentence, right? Now you are going to tag it, right? Like the POS parts of speech tagging, you do it, right? Like whether it's a noun or pronoun. So they have given also. Let's look at it here also. So what kind of code you can use? This everything they have given, which corpus they have taken, and then for the given statement, see this is a statement, input statement, how they have performed the steps, right? This is the NLTK's pause method they have applied on that word list. Now this word list is nothing but after you remove the punctuation and the stop words, right? Whatever word list is there, you are applying the pause tag on that word list, and then you'll get a new list now which has a tags. So if you see here, this is the input text, and after removing the punctuation, stop words, right? Finally, you have some words like hello, those things, and then you can once you apply this pause tag, so parts of speech tags like NNP or JJ, so you will get this kind of tags at the end of this process. You are supposed to do it here, I guess, somewhere. See here, second step, apply POS tagging. So first step, again, like I just jumped to second point, but again, coming back to the first part. So pre-processing, if you refer the notebook, you will get all the methods and things what you can use to take care of this removing punctuation, special characters, stop words that you can do. Then you can use the stemming and lemmatization. I guess it also has the same thing. See, lemmatization also they have a code how you can use this lemmatizer and remove those words which are having a similar meaning, right? Like a friend, friendly, friendless, like that. Those things, all similar words that will be removed, and only one word will be kept. So you just have to like follow one step at a time. So first you remove the punctuation, like first split the given text into words, then remove the punctuation, then remove the stop words. After that, do the lemmatization using this method. So whichever words have a similar meaning, different marks, it will be automatically removed. And then stemming. So stemming also it will take care of removing all this at the end, right? So see here, welcome was there, but now after stemming, it took off the letter E from welcome. So this stemming method also you can use this code, right? Porter stemmer class method, and you can apply on your object there. So I would say once you go through this, it will be very useful. And then this is also pause tagging, a simple way. So this pre-processing notebook is they have given all the steps right from removing punctuation, lemmatization, stemming, and applying pause tag. And what will happen, when you have a data frame, when you have a data frame, you will have for each record, okay, for each row, correct? Each row is nothing but your one training example, correct? And now for each row, for each training example, you will get these tags, right? And let me see, you have applied this tagging and then calculate. They're asking us to calculate the frequency of each pause tag in the data set. Now, where is that one? Yeah. here. What they're saying, for each record, we will get this kind of tagging. Okay. Now this example, you can assume this is nothing but one row. Okay, this is one row. They have taken just one statement, but this is just one record. But the data set which you are going to work on, it has multiple rows, right? CSV file. So likewise, you will get for each row, right? For each record example or training example, you will have its post tag applied, and then at the end you will get like this. Okay, hello NNP, right? Or all is DP. So these are the POS tags. Then what you have to do is, next step, see, they're asking us to calculate the frequency for each POS tag in the dataset. So at the dataset level, they're asking us to find out how many NNPs are there, how many PRPs are there. But before we find out at the dataset level, we need to first find out for each record, because if you see here, see, this hello is also NNP, and this Chetana, right? Those two words in NNP. So for this row only, we have NNP count as 2, correct? In fact, language also there, natural there. So the 1, 2, 3, 4. So NNP PO stack, it has a count of 4, correct? So likewise, for each training example, you will get the count for each POS tag. And then the next step would be, you have to write some logic and find out at the dataset level, I mean, across all the training example, how many NNPs are there? Maybe 200, 250, or 300, likewise. And that's what they're asking. So in my current assignment, we are working on it, and we currently reached to this step actually. So for each record, we got these tags, and also then we did a counter, right? There is a counter collection package, a collection library in Python, right? We used it, and now at a record level, we summarize the counts, like how many NNPs are there, or how many DTs are there, how many PRPs are there. But now we are working on how can we sum this across all the records. So that is currently going on. I found some code in the chat GPT, but not yet tested it. So this is the state currently we are in. But let me see what they're asking. So once you get that right, so calculate the frequency of each POS tag. That's what they want. Then you can you have the list, right? You can very well identify the most common. So if you see there are libraries actually. Collection library, actually, collection counter. So if you see example here, right? So we have a say list one. They have some data, right? See X, Y, Z, X, 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 Y, right? And if you want to find out, we are also getting the similar list, right? Only thing, this is just one element, but we will have a dictionary, like what post tag and name, right? So if you see the counter, if you have a counter, it will return how many each distinct element and its respective count. So if you see here, X have 4 instances. So X is 4, Y is 2, or Z is 2. So like this, if you can use this from collections, input this library, right? Collections, you can very well apply it on our given set, and you can find out for each POS tag how many instances of that POS tag are present. Now this is at each record, but again we have to write some logic to find out at the end. So example you see here. If you, I hope you are following me, right? Let me know if you are not able to picturize it. Say, let me open.
Yeah, we are able to understand, Yogesh.
Understand, right? Okay, great.
Yeah.
So let me open some notepad just to give us one test example. Okay. Notepad. but I'm just trying to say this is a good library. We can use it. Okay, so we have this is our text, right? This is the one. This is first example, okay? And say this is second example. So likewise, we have multiple records, right? And now for each record, what we are going to find out, how many NNP are there. So let's say first step, when we apply, suppose we have applied all the pre-processing steps and finally we got this, and then let's apply the POS tag method. So what we will get at the end, POS tag, we will have this, like say NNP. I'm just giving example, okay? NNP. Then you say is, you can say, I'm just making up, okay? PNR example. Then first you can assume like again NNP, and last say example, say JJ, okay? So similarly, at this step, for each record, once you apply the POS tag, you will get this kind of data, okay? Correct? Now, again, if you, at the end, what they want, total data set level, but before we go at the data set level, let's count at each record. Now here we have NNP, there are two NNP, right? So we can say NNP, how many instances? Two, right? After using this counter, we could find each POS tag and its in total instances at a row level, at a training example level. So again, PNR, so it's 1, and say JJ, it's 1, right? So likewise, you will find it.
Then after this, we will have to iterate over each record to find the total count, right?
Yes, yes. And then what they are expecting us, at the end, they are expecting this one. So now we have 2 plus 2, right? We have 4, correct? PNR, now we have 2, and JJ we have 2, because see 2 plus 2, like this. So this is what they want, but the way how we can approach, this is how currently we are doing in our example. So we have this data, this is the raw data we have, right? Currently. And then you apply the pre-processing steps. You will find each word. This is first example. And then you apply the POS tag. So for each word, you will find its POS, either it's NNP or PNR or JJ, whatever that part of speech, right? Tag. And then find out the number of instances of each tag, but at a row level for each training level. And then with some logic, iterate through all the records and then finally show them, okay, in the entire data set, we have NNP 4 times, PNR 2 times, like this. That's what they are asking. If you see the calculate the frequency of each tag, POS tag in the data set that we did, and then identify and print the most common POS tag and the frequencies. So at the end, we could see, okay, this is the most common. Even the counter has a, if you see, the counter has the most common also method. Somewhere I should be there. Yeah, most common also. So if the list is big and there are many unique values, if you just give most common, it will just give the most common. So this one you can use. But what I wanted to say, how we proceed, we got to this point. Similarly, I believe this small explanation would help you what exactly we have to do, like read the CSP, perform the pre-processing steps, right? And at this step, you'll get remove all these things, then do the stemming and limitation. You will get a list here, right? For each record, you will have a list. And now for each list, each record, apply the POS tag. How you will apply, you can just refer how they're applying here. See.
One just question, sir. This POS tag, how you are getting actually NNP corresponding to what?
Yeah. What they do, no, Sudev, right? So
Yeah.
Sudev, what happens now? You have a list, correct here? Word list is the final word list you have prepared, right?
Yeah.
If you apply this method on this list,
Oh,
what happens?
Yeah.
See, you have a word list. Probably let me run it here so I can show you. Just a second.
Now, if theoretically, how they
Mhm.
do that API,
Oh,
if I apply means that word list array, that will give a corresponding post tag. That I
yeah,
understood.
yeah. For each word in this word
Yeah.
list, it will tell whether it's a noun or a pronoun, verb like that. Like a one tag assigned whatever is defined in the whichever post tag method is there, right?
That I
Library.
understood. That API call will give corresponding each word
Correct.
post
Correct.
tag.
Correct.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
theoretically, if I wanted to understand what is the logic behind it.
Oh, theoretically, see, first of all, what you're doing pre-processing, which you're making the data clean, right? See, you have the data which has the similar words as even in example, Professor explained, right? Say there is a word called a friend, right? Uh, like another word can be friendly, right? Similar, two words are same, but when we try to do this lemmatization or cleaning, we try to remove those two words because the root is same, like a friend here, right? Likewise. So this is pre-processing. Generally, in the other example, right, in ML, what we did is we do check all the stuff like whether it's a null, not null. But in the text, we do these things in NLP scenario.
This is
We have
lemmatization and streaming is the preprocessing for NLP. You mean to say?
yes, 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 yes. So even they have asked us, you see here, perform the pre-processing steps like removing punctuations,
Why
number.
I ask you the question is that suppose the exam also they can give a sentence, suppose, okay, and from there actually using the lemmatization and streaming corresponding post tag find out give. Then theoretically I have to do it. I cannot apply their application API, right?
Yeah, I don't know. They will ask such questions in the exam.
Okay.
Yeah, I doubt they will not ask these questions in the exam. So for the practical, ideally we will be working. See, in the exam, what they will be asking us or what they are teaching is how this algorithm works internally, right? What exactly is uh, stemming or lemmatization, right? Those things we are trying to understand. But this question they will not ask in the exam. I mean, I feel so. But when you actually try to build a model, right, using this NLP model, then you will have to perform these steps actually.
Yogesh, one question.
Yes.
Yogesh, I think what you hinted at and what you gave clues about is super important. So we can get information from there. But I think our assignment further goes into the skipgram and the other part also. Let me just CBOW object creating
Oh,
and
your
comparing
assignment
those.
is. Oh, you have another question. I mean,
Yes, yes. So I just saw the labs. It's not there, I think. Do you
okay.
have any clues where we'll get that code?
So which one you saying? Which one is that? H gram and M gram. Those this one
Yeah,
N grams.
skipgram. Create a skipgram
Skip gram.
object.
Okay.
Yes,
Let's see. I think it should be there because let's see.
I took a quick glance. Maybe.
So word sense, right? Oh, this is word sense.
Hmm.
I have already downloaded here. One second here. Posted parsing is there. Word sense, I don't know what is that. Because since it's not in my assignment, right, I haven't looked at it actually. Probably I can check later and I can come back also. Just trying this one. I mean, the last option is to use the internet other ways, but based on, I thought probably everyone got the similar questions. Only the data set might be different. That's what was my understanding. But
Okay.
looks like you have some additional steps, right?
Correct.
Probably I can check on that. Maybe I will come back on that, where to find the resources also for that. But at least for this part, the best part is they have given some, sample notebook, sample things that we can very well use it. And the way I did was I'll just show you high level, like say in this one. This is my previous semester ML assignment. Okay, so
I put in
we
the chat what is asked actually. The
yeah
last
yeah.
part.
Okay, sure. But before I come to, let's finish this other part, right? We were here,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Identify this one. Yeah, but I see your chat right now, text. I will check on that, okay?
Okay.
And we'll come back on this. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And we were here, right? Once we identify the most common POS tags and their frequencies, until we are here, then we have to just for this data which we have calculated, right? We just have to do some plots. I think it's not in difficult also. So any questions till this point? 1, 2, 3, 4.
4, how you are doing after suppose which post tag having a number of frequency more, that post tag will be the print and corresponding frequency value will do it. Okay.
But if you see, they are asking bar chart. Okay, the first is bar chart. Next is they are asking word chart.
What
like
cloud?
word cloud. Sorry, word cloud. So if I mean, in our example, right? See NNP and then NNP is 4, right? So your bar chart will like this also, right? Like big one, and PNR is a small one, right? But word cloud will be NNP is a bigger one, like
No,
I think
actually,
you know,
here,
Rex. Yeah. So I mean, you have the data frame here where you have all the POS tag and its frequencies. You just have to plot it. So this is not a difficult part.
no, how
Yeah.
actually this has to do, such as bar chart, what cloud to represent the post tag frequency. Suppose go to that Python file, go to Python.
Python file. Okay. Which
No,
Python file?
not this one, which are PNP, no?
Oh, here. Here.
No,
Yeah.
not this one.
You mean the note? You mean
Notepad.
this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Suppose
Yeah.
from here, I wanted to draw. Suppose NLP is the maximum frequency.
Uh-huh.
With respect to which one I will draw virtual.
See what we'll do. See here example. We only have 3 distinct POS tag, right? One is
Yeah.
NNP, one is PNR, one is JJ. So you have to plot 2 things. One is bar chart. So if you plot NNP, so its bar chart would be like this. Like how do I plot it here? 1 second. 1 second. Just yeah, I'm just opening the draw.io. Let's see. Let me check if I can explain you with the draw.io. Just opening. Yeah, it's opening. Let me take to the screen. Oh, it's still loading. My system is I mean, you can easily get a sample code from the internet as well if you don't know. So create a new, right? Let's see. I mean, if you see, right? See, this is your first bar, right? This is your first bar, and then the second would be a smaller one, right? This might be bigger one. This is like for your data. If you see, you have NNP, right? NNP is 4, PNR is 2, right? So here NNP is 4 here, right? This is a bigger chart. So it's like a simple bar chart.
What I wanted to tell you, I don't know. Bar chart generally suppose the x-axis will represent something and y-axis represent something. So in this case, x-axis will be what and y-axis will be what?
Yeah, you can say in this case, your x-axis would be your POS tag, like here NNP, PNR, or JJ, and y-axis will be the count.
X-axis will be post tag.
Post tag, yeah. And y-axis would be count. Yeah. Let me show you. I think I might have an example here. The group this one, right? See, this is bar chart, right? See example, this one. So your x-axis would be POS tag, like say
Ah,
here NNP or JJ, those things. And for
ah,
each tag, whatever the count you have got it right,
that
that will be
frequency.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just an example. This is a bar chart, right?
Yeah. But
Word cloud, I doubt I have.
what is that type of graph actually? What cloud?
For word cloud, it will just show, right, which word is having more frequency. It will be the bigger circle there.
No,
Like,
I need to see the pictorial representation.
yeah,
Otherwise,
word cloud.
Google is good.
Yeah. See here.
Yeah,
So if you see, right, like say success is having say number of count is like more comparatively. So success, the font will look
actually,
bigger.
when they are feeding the data after that picture is coming out to that source.
Yeah,
Then bar chart also in Excel, no, will feed the all X data and Y data. Then from that it will generate the chart. Manually
exactly.
will not do, but
No, 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 not manually. You have to do manually. You can do bar chart. You can do it manually, but we are not supposed to do manually here. So you will be doing these plots based on what finally POS tag you get and their frequencies. You will use the data and you will just plot it. If you look at the internet some code, right, Python code,
some
you will get
API
it.
calls is there which will draw. Just like any email, in DL, any API calls draw. No, so like NLP, some API calls will be there. There I will feed my post tag and the frequency, and
Yes,
it will draw correspondingly. That
yes,
way, maybe.
yes, yes, yes. And then you will plot it. So this part display the HMM POS tagging on the first four rows. That is something I have to check, to be honest. So this part I haven't yet covered, but yeah, I am clear till this point, and that's what currently I have explained. Probably, if anybody has any questions or doubts or any other thoughts, please. But I see overall, no, it is not a difficult. I mean, for me, it seems to be easy even. We have the data set, we know what to do. We also know for this thing what type of code we can refer. You just have to reuse the code and for your need, that's it.
For question number four, I know that they have mentioned word cloud to represent POS tag frequencies, but
Mhm.
generally we don't use word cloud to represent POS tags. We use word clouds to represent words as such, right? So I'm just thinking. I mean, I know that they've clearly mentioned POS tag frequencies, but still a doubt because word
Yeah,
clouds we always use only to represent the words as such.
correct, correct. But if you see here, see in your actual plot, it will only show words depending upon the your its frequency count, right? Now in our example, this NNP has four, right? So this
Mhm.
NNP will appear bigger like this, right? So NNP will appear like this.
Yeah, no, I got it. But what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying is, in word cloud, we use word cloud to represent the original words, not the POS tags. I mean, usually for in NLP in general, we use
Mhm.
word cloud to. So if you go back to the notepad, the NNP or
Mhm.
JJ would be associated with certain words, right? So, for example, this is first example, this is second example. So, so
No,
those
no, this is
words,
the
like,
total. So this is the total actually. See, here I have calculated at each record level, right? But then if you see at the end, I have to calculate in the data set total. So I will calculate at the end the total ones across all the examples, how many NNPs are there, how many PNR are there, and how many JJ or any other thing, right? Because
Yogesh, I
then,
think
got
what
it, got it.
Ashwin is,
Now, what I'm
Ashwin
saying
is,
is,
yeah.
yeah, what I'm saying is it is based on the examples in itself. So
yeah,
there
yeah,
is there is this is the first example and this is second example. These are two words. Now let's say there are like 10 such records,
yes.
but word cloud is generally you use it if you
Hmm.
want to find out the frequencies of words. Like this is one word. So what is the frequency of this? Is it appearing 7 times out of 10? If so, this will appear the biggest.
Biggest.
So generally in any NLP project, so I'm just saying from a general perspective, not with respect to this assignment. Generally,
Okay.
you use word cloud in those scenarios where.
Okay.
So I'm just thinking, not
Yeah.
sure, because uh, word cloud, why you want to use it is because you want to see which word is coming out on top. Okay. So
Yeah,
if
yeah.
there is only like 3 or 4 tags, it, I mean, it doesn't really make sense to create word cloud because it's
Yeah.
quite evident.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But you know what? My understanding here, I understand, like my understanding, instead of having this words, actual example, words, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are using these tags, what we have achieved here. Now NNP4, right? And this is
Mm-hmm.
what we are going to plot. This is my understanding, okay? Because
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
yeah.
Actually, no. In the
Hmm.
question also they have mentioned that
Hmm.
you have to plot. So I know
Yeah.
that, but I'm like just a little doubtful why
Okay.
they are asking that way. Yeah, what you
Mm-hmm.
said is correct. In the question, they have clearly mentioned it is for POS tags, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I think they
just
just wanted to show, like, see what are the different POS tags and
hmm
represent in two platforms. One is the bar
hmm
chart and one is the word cloud. Like, yeah.
hmm
So because here we cannot, because at this point, see, this is our input, right? And we are processing one step and one step, right?
Yes.
So we will, at the end, we will have this column that is going to use. And also, again, next step, we will not ignore all. We will take a summary, right? We will sum it up. So this is not useful now. Now this is our final data frame. Probably we can split it such that we will get a pandas data frame, and then we can just use it to plot the graph, like this being each column, right?
hmm
Yeah. But I guess this is doable. I haven't reached to this point, but this is my current understanding here, based on the question asked. But you're saying probably it doesn't make sense. But yes, I think we have to check it out that point. Probably it's like a different way of visualization. That's it, right? One way is bar
Yeah.
chart.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Why I said is that
Mhm.
generally, if in any NLP project, we use word
Mhm.
cloud for the
Mhm.
other purpose. If you want, I mean, just I
Mhm.
am also working on from
Mhm.
my office work for that project. I'm working on an NLP project.
Oh,
So
okay, great.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
there I was using word cloud for this purpose. So that's why I had
Ah,
this
okay.
doubt.
Okay, okay,
Uh,
okay, okay. So
why you
your application the project is using this one, but not for this
correct?
POS tag
Yes,
purpose.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Not for POS tag, but for the
Probably
words as
so
such.
you're saying if you have used that for the input data, kind of some
Correct, correct.
right?
Yes,
Uh,
exactly.
Now I think
Yeah.
they're asking us to use it for this visualize this bar
Mm-hmm.
chart. So
Now,
this one.
Mm-hmm.
can you show us how to draw the word cloud? Taking this your example, how to
Oh no, no,
any.
I have to find out code actually. I have to write the code for it. I
Okay.
don't have the code handy. Yeah, yeah. But if
There
you
is
Google it,
there is a right away you can import the library. There is a word cloud library as such. You can
mm-hmm.
directly import it.
I can just do some
No, no,
chat
no.
GPT. Yeah.
I was just telling. So Dev,
Mm-hmm.
if you have
Mm-hmm.
any doubt, you can just
Mm-hmm.
directly import. There is a ready-made library, so it's very
Yeah.
straightforward.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that you just need to find out the code or find out the code, write a code. Only the code, the input would be this whatever calculation we have done and got the final pause tag and its frequency. But I still feel it's not difficult. Probably we are just stuck here, as I said, in the data set. This
The
part.
last fifth one, can you just tell me? HM pause taking display on the first 4 row of the dataset.
I haven't studied this part yet. Probably I will check and come back later. But at this moment, this is also a little bit because I don't want to comment anything which I'm not completely sure. Rather to not to mislead. So for me also, I have to understand this. This till this
This
I
is
have a
okay. Okay,
yeah.
maybe one more discussion we can have.
We can have, yeah. Later point of also we can come up, and
Yeah,
maybe if someone has any other thoughts or if someone doesn't agree, they can also let us know, because this is a good session, interactive session where we can, help each other clear. If my understanding is not right, so you can very well, like say this is something different, right? Mm. So that way we will make sure that we understood the what they are asking, correct?
Hi, Yogesh.
Yeah.
Just wanted to ask one thing. In the question, it is mentioned, right, the text column that represent a review in the data set. So the data set is containing title and body, correct? In our assignment, it was like that. I don't know whether it is same for all. So should we consider those columns only for the text column as text
Oh,
column?
let me. So your data set might be different. My data set is like, the Airbnb reviews actually.
Okay, only
So
one column is there
no,
with
no,
review.
I will show you 1 second. I have, I'm just opening the data. 1 second. Still opening. 1 second. Yeah, probably you can check the which column has the text, right? So in my case, in our example, we have some Boston Airbnb reviews.
Okay.
So we are still loading.
So in our case, it was like two columns are there. One is title and one is body. The
Oh, then,
title is also having some like good, bad, like that. And the review is in the body column is containing the actual review.
Then I think I would say your body might be the one which you have to analyze.
So the title no need to consider.
We also don't consider here. Yeah, for now here, right?
Here
Yeah,
you have only one column or
yeah,
one
yeah. Even we
column
have the
content.
reviewer also, like say reviewer also is text, but mostly it
No,
looks like the
not
yeah.
it is not reviewer in our case. It is like title and body, but I think
Mhm.
both are relevant. Like it is like reviews only, good, bad, like that. Some
Mhm.
keywords are there, right? That is
Mhm.
the title, and the body is like a big sentence.
I think you should use the body column.
Okay, fine.
Like currently we're using this comment, right? Oh, it's still
But
hanging.
in the assignment, they will specifically mention, right, which to analyze. In our case, it was mentioned.
Okay.
We have only this sentence. Consider the text column that represent a review in the data set. But yeah,
But
review.
if again now you can also send a note to, like, staff and just to get confirmation. But in my
Okay.
case, no, they don't have haven't mentioned anything here.
Yeah, fine.
So
Yeah.
so someone mentioned, right? You have what exactly they mentioned? Did they mention exactly which field to look for
Yeah,
to analyze?
ours was a review column and a liked or not, like Boolean column kind of thing. So it was clear that it was only one column that we have to check. But
Yes.
as you mentioned, I think it's better that we ask in the discussion forum and one of the TS may reply back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just to be 100% sure. You see, in our case, we have also other columns, but we don't use it because we analyze this column, and then for each record now, read what we do is we find its words, right? We create a list. Now for each record there will be one list, right? That list will contain all these words. Then we'll remove the stop words, lemmatization, stemming, and those things. So finally, still we will have a list only. And
yeah,
then
correct.
we will apply the POS tag on that list. Then we'll get, okay, my will be NNP, correct? Or stay will be verb like this.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
will be noun or stay will be verb like that. So here, so those things will get for each record. I just give a sample example, but that is something we get, and then
Yeah,
we are,
this will be.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, no problem. But better to check, if you have a doubt. But I am 99% sure you should use the body in your case.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah. Anyone? Anything? Any other questions or any other thoughts? For us, it's not mentioned too. I would say don't delay till last moment, even though we have I think July 9th, right? Still almost 2 weeks are there. Because we will be reaching to that like exam, right? That time, midterm. Sooner the better.
Maybe we can have one more session after some progress we do and clarity.
Yeah, maybe next week something we can have again a quick session. That time we'll see. Probably most of us would have made a good progress, and if they're stuck something, we can discuss that also there, right? This is like a kind of a high level because we all are starting now because we all had other assignments to cover.
Yogesh, one quick question. What is aspect identification?
Aspect identification. Where did you see?
It's there in, I'll share my screen, just a second.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just stop my screen share then. Let's check.
You're able to see?
Yes.
So here, text pre-processing, that we can do, right? But
Uh-huh.
second is aspect identification. What exactly it is? Or I need to go through the presentation again?
Yeah. Can you do one thing? Can you just put in the chat? I mean, I will again check and confirm.
Sure.
Because looks like you are also having a similar data set because we also got Boston review comments, right? But the ask is different in your case.
Yeah, I was just looking into yours. So at the
Mm-hmm.
last, it was your is HMM model you need to do, and here it is RNN for sentiment analysis we need to do, and then
Mm-hmm.
classification
Yeah.
performance analysis for all parameters and
Yeah.
visualization. Okay, I'll just put it this in the chat.
In the chat, yeah, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Because this is something we don't have. So yeah.
Okay.
So Dev, you can if you can let me just check 1 second. Share the plot the so Dev, if you can if you Google or even put chat GPT, no, it will give a complete code for your data frame, the code to plot it in a word cloud.
What you are searching there? Can you show me once?
Oh yeah, it's just a simple thing. Let me. I just like quickly just checked. Okay, how to plot the word cloud. So it completely gives you complete code, easy code actually.
What
Only thing you.
uh, what cloud is a API call is there
Yeah,
where
yeah.
the height, max word, background color.
Yeah, I mean you can just try it out. Okay, this is just an example. But this is little later step. Probably first better
What is
you.
the library for this?
This is library bit word cloud.
What cloud? Okay.
Yeah, if you just search Google it also, no, you will find some examples actually.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
ठीक.
Mhm. So everyone completed all the assignments, the remaining assignments.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess this is the last one, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's having different question. I believe I do have a different question, but same data set.
Yeah. Probably some different type of model you need to build, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But initial those, right, pre-processing and these things are similar.
Yeah, first question is similar. Like
Yeah.
again question, I need to find the shape of data after tokenization.
That is also you can do. Yeah.
And build the model with RNN.
Oh, then I think yours and Usha, right? Previously, Usha, you shared, right? I think your thing is similar
Yes.
to build a
Third
RNN
question,
model.
I guess same, yeah.
But there also some questions are different for me using neural language model and embedding the training model. The next question is, and finally, we have to find to predict the next word from a given corpus. This is the last question.
Okay. I'm just trying to find out exactly. Here they have a test and train, and then they do some evaluation. But I haven't found an example notebook, the kind of modeling they did here. Probably, next session, Manoj, we can plan. There we will have some idea that time. Yeah. No problem, actually. Or any other things? Tomorrow, how about tomorrow? Are we still on that Hadoop? I mean, if anybody is interested. Yeah. Correct. Yeah, just let me know if people are interested and we would like to take it up.
So Yogesh, what are you
Yeah.
going to cover in Hadoop?
Okay, so in Hadoop, see the first session, my plan is, I think many people don't know how to set up Hadoop, right, locally, correct? So
Yeah.
the plan is, see, I have a Windows machine, no? What I'm going to do, right, WSL, Windows Subsystem for Linux. I think everyone has Windows 10 above. So
Yes.
there is an option, Windows Subsystem for Linux, okay? So
Okay.
with that, I am going to install the Ubuntu, okay? And then on that Ubuntu, I'm going to set up Hadoop.
Okay.
And then I'll try to show, and also will share the steps that I have taken with commands, so that you can try it everyone. And once you know one thing, right, probably also I will see if I can add the PySpark on top of it, because once you have the Hadoop, right, then you can install like a Pig, Hive, PySpark, Impala, anything, right?
Okay.
So likewise, I will try to add at least PySpark, and then we will try to run few things to see if we are able to, run some commands. So the first basic part, like having setup, no, we will cover. And probably next session, I even don't know what's the contents of our course. Say if they have some kind of, I think Spark is there. So, but I don't know about Pig and other things they have in our in curriculum. But if it is there, maybe we can cover those. Maybe we can have kind of a demo with some examples and try to cover it that time.
Okay. Yeah.
So, one question: which is better? Is it better? Because I was not aware of this installing the Linux system inside Windows. I was thinking of trying to connect a virtual machine in Amazon and try to run these things.
Yeah, I mean, see, this is also virtual machine only, right? I mean, that's what we are planning to take care. You have a Windows, right, now?
Yes,
Correct?
yes, Windows is what I have.
Yeah.
So this maybe it's tomorrow. At what time you are going to?
I think regular maybe 10 o'clock your time, I guess. I mean, I'm okay to do it now also, but I don't know if somebody is, interested. They might miss, and it's going to be late. Yeah, we can set up tomorrow better. What I'll do, I will also have my commands ready, so that once it is done and if you understood right, I will share the commands that I have used, and then you can try on your machine then.
Okay.
And then once you set up there, then you can just play around it. I mean, you can put some data, try to copy, do some kind of, you can just a playground. Yes. Try to get more familiar with it.
No, this will be a virtual machine inside this Windows 10 where we can work with other.
Not, yeah, it's like a virtual machine, right? WSL. Let me show you just, not in detail, but at least you will get a feel. Okay. See, I have WSL. No, I have Ubuntu. See, already I have installed this one. Okay, I will show you also later tomorrow how to do that.
Okay,
I mean,
so
I want
there
to.
is any
Yeah, I want
to install this.
Yeah, I want to show everything from scratch, so that like it's not like a halfway, so you can easily do it on your own. So this is currently opening. Okay, let's wait for a minute. Not minute, also it will come fast. Yeah. So it's like a virtual machine, right? See, I have my Windows machine, but in one application I have installed Ubuntu, and then on this OS I have installed like Hadoop. I can then, once I have a Hadoop, on top of that I can install PySpark, all
the
those
other
stuff.
things in our course can be installed. Yeah, so this is what I was trying to look for, because I was not aware of this can be done. So
yeah, this thing, we can do it easily. Let me okay, so I don't know whether I have a user. Okay, I think I have a user here, and yeah. I just wanted to show him just to how it looks.
We'll connect tomorrow. We'll connect tomorrow.
Yeah, we will connect tomorrow anyways. But tomorrow I'm planning to just show it from scratch. How to install this first Ubuntu, this WSL, those things. So Manoj, tomorrow the same time? I can stay. I can come early tomorrow. If you want, maybe we can start half an hour early, 9:30. Yeah, I will. Yeah. Generally, no, I go to office every day, but today I stayed back, and I will also stay back tomorrow, or I can come little early, so that because I know it's little late for our friends in India, right? So we can. Yeah, 9:30 is good for me. Yeah, I think people also would get some time to come from office and also have dinner also, right? I guess that will be fine.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Hope this discussion helped, guys. Okay, but let us catch up again on the NLP later on. But tomorrow let's meet for this Hadoop setup then. Fine.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Thanks, Manoj, for coordinating.
Thank you.